Hey everybody, this is the WooFDriver. I am coming to you live. We're doing a neighborhood run. We've got GiGi on board, and I'm going to explain it all to you as soon as we get going. Stay tuned for an awesome sight. I'm turning the camera around. Chase is having his lunch with the harness, and hope you can hear us. Chase, stop eating the harness for lunch, buddy. Come on. Good boy, he didn't get it off good. Okay, Jimmy. Okay, everybody. So the story is, we got a lot planned for you today. I'm going to just try to get my phone working here so I can see if the feed's still going. And we've got, as you can see, GiGi's on board today, everybody. So this is exciting stuff. Jim? I got to grab the Walkie Talkies, buddy. I forgot. So stay here for 1 sec. And if you can, I can hear myself, so we know we're live. Everybody, whoa! Stay, Chase. Hold it, Jim. Okay, everybody. Sorry, we're doing too many things here. We're getting ready for a big trip. We got lots of fun stuff going on, folks. I'll explain it to you once we get out there. I think you're going to be excited by it. I'm going to put you on. And let me see if I can get my thing here to cooperate, everybody. Oh, hold her still, buddy. Okay. Chase? Oh, look, he got his harness off. Good. This is what we do, folks. Manage Chase. Here you go, buddy. That's going to be on you. Radio. And I'm crispy today. Okay, Jim. Sorry, folks. You're seeing some of our setup. We're usually rolling by now, but as you can see, dogs are pretty comfortable, so they don't mind staying here. Okay. Chase, come on. Let's go. Okay. And here we are, folks. Hey, G. Good boy. Come on, Chase. Oh, you know what? I didn't turn it on. Ho. Okay, guys. Hike. Good boys. Good girl, GiGi. Good boy, Chase. Good girl, Princess. Come on, guys. Good boys and good girls. G. Good girl, Pretty. Come on, Pretty. It's okay. Good girl, GiGi. So, everybody, hope you're getting a good view of this, because this is pretty awesome stuff. Right now, we are on the scooter. By the way, I know we're going to get a lot of questions. It just rained here. The humidity, there's a little bit of humidity, but pretty cool, actually, except for the little bit of humidity making the air a little heavy. Fine for the dogs. The ground was wet and therefore cool. And we're going to try to get in about our 2.5, 3 mile loop. Tonight we're going on a WooFDriver werewolves hunt. So we actually have a paranormal expert joining us, which should be interesting in itself. We're doing this run really because we're trying to get GiGi, keep her in shape. She's got a ton of energy, and this is the only thing that is working for her to give her a little release. So, sorry I can't take the questions right now, folks, but as you can see, I'm wolf driving, doing it all. Whoop, ho, potty break. See how smooth that goes when we do our potty breaks, folks? So, right now, GiGi's taking her little potty break, and again, this is so good for them. It encourages them to go to the bathroom. Good girl. Come on, guys. Hike. Jim is following behind me, folks, so always keep the streets clean and keep everything in order as much as it can be. We do travel, of course, with water. We're just in the neighborhood, so we're going to a little bathroom. Ho, guys. Little bathroom stuff. Good girl, GiGi. Potty's always good. Now, sled dogs. Come on, good girl. Good girl. See how comfortable she is? Whoa. We got a dog situation. Easy, guys. They think they see a dog. Oh, And there are a bunch of neighborhood dogs, so I was excited. So my job is to balance and manage all their speed here. You can see how comfortable GiGi is. She went to the bathroom very easily, and she's back at it, running. Now, sled dogs will actually go to the bathroom on the move, and there's nothing wrong with that. You can't slow the whole team down for one bathroom. You can't even tell for one bathroom, one dog needs to go to the bathroom because you can't even stop the whole team. You don't even know which one it is without a little bit of work by the time you would stop them. The bathroom moment would be gone. So I can stop them, obviously. We're only 5 dogs here. So certainly when I notice somebody going to the bathroom, I stop. I can almost instantly tell when they're going to do it. And because the vehicle we're on is so lightweight, it makes a difference. I can feel a little bit of a tug. And I say, oh, bathroom break. But they're comfortable either way. I mean, they'll go on the move, too. Good girl. See, GiGi's a little questionable, like, what's following me? But she's a lot more comfortable. If you caught our first broadcast doing this a few days ago, you would have seen GiGi looking behind her a lot. And, of course, she's concerned because Jag's back there, and he's great with her. And the van's back there following us. Now, the van doesn't always follow us, but when I'm running 5 dogs, and the time of day it is, I prefer the van follow me. The van is my dog bus with one of my WooFDriver pit crew members, Jim. Just for safety reasons, in case cars come through here a little quick sometimes. He'll slow them down coming in from behind me and coming in front of me. I'm standing pretty tall with a big, bright orange vest in case you missed it. So, plus, in case there's other dogs out there, I want to... Our first encounters with other dogs with GiGi on board, we've had already a couple and they've been great. I just want to continue that. Of course, I don't know everybody's dog, so you never know when a situation could arise. So having Jim here until I get comfortable with, because what can happen is the dogs get real excited, and GiGi's so small, I don't want her to get trampled on by the wolf pack. So that would be the only concern. Don't think it's going to happen, but I think I've told you my motto is, ho! Got Zorro doing a bathroom break. And I'm just going to adjust the camera. Oh, we got... Good boy. Come on, Zorro. Got to move over to the right. Got a van coming. And we're going to go on the go. Come on, guys. Hike. Good boy, Zorro. He's probably going to stop and take a picture. This is pretty awesome, to say the least. Not something you see every day. Mosquito and tick control. He's a SWAT team member, it said, for mosquito and ticks. So, pretty interesting. I guess I don't see those trucks every day, and I guess he doesn't see this kind of dog rig every day. So in any case, we're doing this because it manages GiGi's energy level, as well as the big dogs, but this is like a walk in the park for them. So their entertainment and their source of energy release is going to come tonight when we get our 15-miler or so in. And I'm just looking behind me. I got rear view mirrors on here besides Jim. Haw, 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 haw. Now GiGi's learning a little bit of sled dog terminology too. And I do have a car behind me. G over. G over. I have to exaggerate the G because of GiGi. Oh. Good. Car behind me. Good boys and good girls. Okay, everybody. So... How's it going, guys? Thank you. Trying to get them a workout in. Thank you. Appreciate it, guys. Have a great weekend. Thanks. I know. Okay, so I read a couple comments, folks, and how'd I know it? Somebody's going to say, have they had any water? Folks, we just started. Now, I've been doing this for about 20 years. I kind of know when they need water. Don't mind you asking, but it's everybody's favorite question. Have they had any water? Folks, they've had so much water, they're going to float away. Now, you know, part of wolf driving, what I call wolf driving, doing all this, is knowing how to take care of your dogs in all situations. From any heat situations, today's not a hot day, it's a little bit humid, but it's not hot, to the coldest of situations. And one thing you want to be very concerned with is something called bloat. Bloat is when they take in, some dogs are more susceptible to it than others. But bloat is when they take in too much water, air, or food too rapidly combined with their breathing, and it turns their stomach upside down, and it can be fatal. So you have to be careful how you do everything with the dogs. Their biggest deficiency, if you will, is their ability to cool themselves. So they're not efficient at all, and of course that's why, for especially these dogs, double-coated dogs, winter sports are what they excel at. That being said, they need to exercise in the summer. So I found a multitude of ways that I do that. And one of them is what you're seeing right here. We're moving basically at a walking pace, which is perfect for GiGi, though some points she will air it out. She'll get a little quicker. And I want her to be able to do that because I want her to be able to maximize her total experience and know that this kind of running, she can let it loose basically. So when we get those sprinting moments, when everybody gets excited and we take off a little bit, I let them go as much as possible. G, G, G. Notice me exaggerating because otherwise it sounds like GiGi, and that's her name. And I want her to recognize the difference between GiGi and G. So a great way if you ever need to teach your dogs sled dog commands, and they're good to know for a multitude of reasons, not just doing what we're doing. When I was on the motorcycle, if you saw me riding the other day, I was giving sled dog commands as we were going to the corner because I wanted the dog to know that I was with, which way I was going to go, and he would get that feeling and understand it a little better. So you could, a wonderful way to begin dogs learning sled dog commands, and I'm just saying turning commands basically, is to set up cones and kind of slalom through them just at a walking pace. And when you say G, that means to the right, and when you say haul, that means to the left. And they exaggerate those commands into such phrases as G, or words as G over, which would mean move over to the right, or G come around, which would mean do a U-turn to the right, or haul come around, which means a U-turn to the left. So there's a multiple variations on all these. And by the way, folks, I might lose you a little bit because we're not great on cell signal in this area. We're going to do our best. I notice sometimes the audio doesn't sync up exactly to the picture, so I'm going to do my best to coordinate that, but it is as good as it can be. You can always go back and see the rebroadcast. Hopefully some of the technical issues, I know it'll stop and pause the broadcast if the signal's not as great, but when you would go back, it would not make you wait through that. It just splices it together, for lack of a better explanation. So tonight's going to be extremely interesting, and I'm kind of, this is one of the things that breaks my heart is I can't bring GiGi with me tonight. So her Wolfpack mates will be out, and she couldn't do it. Now, as we progress, we might be able to make an accommodation for her that she could ride with us in some way. We're working on all kinds of stuff, but at the very least, she needed a little bit of a energy release today, and that's why we're here doing what we do. And again, this is a walk in the park for the dogs, so not going to, this won't affect their run tonight. And you can see, I know last ride a couple people had said, well, you know, one dog was struggling. None of these dogs are struggling, folks. Jag to my right, he's set back a little further so he stays out of GiGi's lane. G, that just means to the right. G, not to be confused for GiGi. So Jag is, Princess wants to stop. She's doing a bit. G over. Come on, pretty. There you go. She was looking over there. Princess is funny the way she'll step and go. And there's a dog that lives here, just a little old dog. And so I like to be very quiet as we go through because he's come out on the street and he's so cute. I think he's old. Actually, he might be a Pomeranian. And he's kind of shooed us away. Don't come near my house. So Jag is set back a little bit, as I was saying, to stay out of GiGi's lane as much as possible. Because got a truck coming here, folks. G over. G over. Hey, let's do a quick water, Jim. Let's do a quick water, buddy. So, a truck coming through. G over. G over. G over. It's going to be loud. So, I'm going to keep the dogs calm. They're all good with this, but good boys and good girls. Good boys and good girls. Sometimes Jags doesn't like the loud noises. It's okay, good girl. It's okay, good boy. So, we're going to take a stop for a sec, folks, and do a little water break. And the dog's a little water for him. Okay, guys. Stay. What's that? No, I think this will do the first one, depending how thirsty they are for the next stop. Oh, Princess, you got to go the other way. Come on. Come on, good girl. Good girl, that's it. So we're watering right now, folks. And I know everybody's like, need water. But like I went through that before. In any case, we leave Jag a little back so he's out of Gigi's lane, so she doesn't have to worry about him. But she still feels his presence and might once in a while feel him rubbing against her. But not close enough where if he wanted to run ahead, it would affect her or him. Good girl, Pretty. Okay, Pretty. Now it's the Z-Man's turn. Zara's going to get some water. Good deal. So I'm going to try to answer your questions after we're done a little water break here. Look real good, don't they, Jim? Yeah, baby's doing real good. Pretty want to stop and see what that dog. There's a dog there. But much better. Yeah, it's not bouncing as much. Yeah, we have quite a rig up here so it doesn't bounce. Can you hold that, Jim? Make sure. I think you should hold it from here just to make sure. It's okay. You can let go for a sec. Yeah. No, I mean, come around here because I'm going to move over there. Bike's pretty stable, but we just want to make sure, especially on Gigi's some of her first outings. This is her second with all of the dogs, that everything's as calm as possible. So I'm going to try to take your questions, folks, in a couple minutes when I get in front of the screen. We've got about, we've done maybe 3/4 of a mile. Usually the first water is I do the soonest because depending on the ride or the situation, they might not have hydrated enough, so do that the quickest. Otherwise, it's usually every 2 to 5 miles. But for Gigi, we'll take more water breaks. And I was explaining to you, good boys, Chase, how they're double-coated wool. They're woolly coats, which are long hair double-coated. And good girl. Look at Gigi's going to drink like the big. And their undercoat has shed. They were just groomed 2 days ago. It was a spa day. Okay, good girl. You want some there? In there? Okay. So the top coat actually helps keep them cool, believe it or not. Some people shave them, but it's actually best to leave the top coat and not shave them, because the top coat can help protect against sunburn and other cases. Good boy. Chase, want some more? Good boy. And other elements that could get them running through thick of it. Okay, wait. Zara's got a little dirt here. If anybody could see that, they're seeing her pose. She's dancing for him. Good boy, Z-Man. And you notice we usually go around with a second watering just because when they're panting hard, it's harder for them to take the true amount of water in they want to take at one time. Plus, like I was saying, the bloat issue, it helps slow them down and make sure that help them not bloat. They can bloat sometimes no matter what. Good girl. Okay. Any more, Mr. J? Yeah, I know. And see if she would want any. You want some more, Pretty? Good girl. GiGi. So we're... You want some more? GiGi's very picky. I think she's looking for some Dom Perignon or something. She's like, that's only water. Okay. So, Let's see what everybody say. Thanks so much. Nathan, come on. Yeah, we're going as fast as we can. Thanks so much. Yeah, this is really a blast, folks. I know a couple people are commenting on. This is just so awesome. And, again, great energy release for them. And a great way to socialize them as you see the big dogs with the little dogs. Can you grab that, Jim? Oh, got a loose water thing. Okay. Bowling for dollars, something like that. Okay, let's see if I can get this on here now. And you see how that little noise didn't bother them at all. Thanks, Jim. Okay, now let's slide that. Perfect. Okay, buddy. Let me make sure that we're tilted right, the camera. So let's see if we can. Thanks so yeah, I see someone loves watching. She loves GiGi. Yes, GiGi's so cute. Thank you so much for mentioning Tammy. I appreciate it. So, just going to try to get everything situated. And all good, Jim?
Front.
Can't hear you. What's that?
You're from the front.
Somebody's coming from the front? Got him. And folks, once again, you know, we use walkie talkies and anything else we need to communicate because this situation, we want to stay obviously as safe as possible. Okay, here I go, bud. Okay, good boys. Now watch, I'll give them the command. Hike. Come on. Boys. Good boy. It's okay. Come on. Come on. So, Chase. Come on. He felt a little bit. Come on. Good boy. Notice how. Come on. Come on, Chase. Good boy, Chase. So sometimes, that's okay, getting a view of. Now, see the pole in front for the camera. That takes a lot of confidence for the dog. He straddles that. He goes from left to right. That's Chase. He's my lead dog. And he's doing a really good job with it. And because he's not in front and he's not on the right, he's giving you a nice view of GiGi. So he got a little confused when we took off. But you saw how we work him through that and easily put him in the right position just by commanding him with words. Sometimes when you do new things with dogs, and again, this is only the third time I think Chase has ran in this position. He's out in front, yes, but not on this extension bar. That's a new one here. You might have to guide him along with more than your voice. Just put a leash on him sometimes and walk with him like I could have someone stand next to him if he was confused or didn't know and pull him into position while I was on the scooter. Because, believe it or not, dogs do naturally love the pull, but the first time got a bathroom break? The first time you put a dog in a pulling position, they're confused as soon as they feel that weight. So, I can't hear you. You got to hold the button down as you talk. Got it. Thank you. Okay. Hike. So sometimes, like I said, when you first hook a dog up, it's very, when you're first teaching them, oh, that's a great shot at Chase. When you're first teaching them to pull or even to be out in front of a bike or a sled, anything of the sort, they are confused. And even though they pull you on a leash, this is a different feeling to them. So it takes just a little bit of work to get them used to it and some coaxing and coaching along. But because it's instinctual to a lot of these sled dog breeds especially, it's something that's easily trained or easily taught. And I've done it with many dogs. I've done it so many different ways because obviously what's so wonderful, I mean, like people, all dogs have their own personalities and ways of learning, and it's actually not training the dog so much as training the person who's working with the dog. So the dog's parent, basically. So if I was training somebody's dog, I more or less have to work with the parent, the mom or dad of the dog, the owner, basically, to find the right training method for their dog and then help assist the owner, the parent, I call it their parent or companion, to help work with them, the best teach them. So that's what we do. Now, if you have a dog that you'd like to train in this capacity, remember, you can see how small GiGi is. Any dog can do this, and they do not have to pull. Now, these dogs, my dogs, aren't really pulling much. The hotter it is, folks, or the warmer, the less they want to pull. So it's only natural. A lot of people are like, why are you getting them to pull in that? They're not pulling. I'm moving them along by the speed, by the throttle of the bike, or by getting off and kicking like a traditional scooter. So in certain circumstances, when they get motivated from another animal's scent or from something up ahead, if my wife was up ahead, they know her and love her, they would accelerate and go fast. Now, as we turn around, they're going to accelerate, and that's GiGi down the stretch does really well. So I'm going to turn it around up here and show you, and you can watch. I'm going to do one of the come around commands. I hope you are getting a view of this, folks, because I know the signal can be a little spotty through here, and I apologize. But as GiGi progresses, we're going to take her to other areas. Again, this is just so wonderful that we can do this in the neighborhood. Just such a easy little run. G over, G over, G over, easy, ho. Okay. So we got a car coming by, and they're very cautious and very cooperative. They're just going slow. Great. Okay. I'm gonna turn them around the brick driveway, so hang tight. Okay, guys. Ready? Hike. Come on. Hike. Come on, Chase. Good boys and good girls. Gee. Good boys. Come on, guys. Okay, now I'm going to do this. Ho. Haul, come around. Haul, come around. Haul, come around. Good boys and good girls. Haul, come around. Haul, come around. Haul, come around. Boys and good girls. Haul, come around. Haul, come around. Boys and good girls. So, folks, and those are sled dog commands again. That just was meant a U-turn, basically. Now we're going to pick up some pace. They like this stretch here. And there's a dog that lives on the other side, so that motivates them. GiGi will engage herself even more. And you can see her, she kind of prances. Chinese Cresteds kind of remind me, and other people said this, I'm not the first, of the big horses, big draft horses like Belgians or Clydesdales, and they have that same hair pattern because the horse is pretty much hairless. Maybe, well, not all horses, maybe, but at least their bodies are mostly hairless, and their head and their paws have hair. It's kind of like the Chinese Crested. At least this variety, the hairy, hairless. There's 3 varieties. There's Powder Puff, which is, that was a dead chipmunk, and they did not stop for that, which I crested Powder Puff. The groomer was there, call it Spa Day, for all the dogs, GiGi too. And this is the tail of the tape. When we look at their nails, usually the big dogs don't need their nails trimmed because of all the work we do. When we come in contact with hard surfaces, some of the asphalt trails we run, not all of them, some of the stones and hard surfaces, if you will. Howdy! Big group, don't we can add them to it. So, of course, the dew claw. I don't know if you know what the dew claw is, but the dew claw is the high claw that is actually used. I'll be a little crude, not crude, but it's just little. Sounds a little abrasive, but it's used for if they were hunting prey. Slicing the prey open, pretty much. That's what the dew claw is for. But it doesn't have a lot of use in today's dog, obviously, because dogs are domesticated. But the dew claw, some people have them actually surgically removed. I don't. But the dew claw needs to be maintained because it gets no contact with anything, so it will remain long and sharp if it's not, and it will cut them or cut somebody else who comes in contact with them. Well, GiGi, so I explained to you about their their other nails don't need to be in trim because of all the dog activities we do. Well, GiGi, her nails still needed to be trimmed. We was talking to the groomer, and I'm like, what do you think about the nails? And we're looking at the growth, and it's like, we got to cut them. They're getting kind of long. And I'm like, I've been running her 2 to 3 times a week, and you know, it's not enough to even maintain her claw level length. It's amazing, truly amazing. So I use all kinds of ways to measure how much activity, what the right activity is, to balance it, and to watch through video and through my GPS collars and other forms of measurement, as well as just that claw length. I can tell you, as dogs get older, sometimes if you do this with them, I can't hear you. G over. You got to keep that button pinned, Jim. I can't hear you. It's important. Keep the button pushed and then talk, and then I can hear you. You're cutting off, so I can't tell. Thanks. Okay, guys. Hike. So, just teaching Jim how to use a Walkie Talkie. So, these are all ways, like, as dogs, I've worked with older dogs, and they get arthritis. Sometimes they'll drag their back legs, and you don't notice it so much in a video or looking at them, but you can tell because their back nails get ground down more. So how they wear, just like I was describing with GiGi, can tell the tail of the tape. And that's what we want to be sure. Now, if I go straight, that's towards home, and Princess is going to protest because she doesn't want to go home, but we can't be out here all day. So I'll see how if she wants to or she doesn't. And she protests. So some people are like, why do you get dogs to do that? They like doing it. If they don't like doing it, they won't do it. Believe me. I'll give you an example of that. Okay, she wants to, she's in for it. She says, okay. So, come on, pretty. Come on, pretty. Come on. I'll put some extra miles on for you. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. So, the nail lengths, the claw lengths can tell a lot of the tape. And when I say the tail of the tape, I'm used to boxing, sorry. I'm a martial artist and sports guy, so I use some of those terminology. So, sometimes something that makes sense. It's probably some kind of sports term that I'm using. Come on, pretty. Come on. She's doing that because she wants to go for more. There we go. All right, I'm going to turn in the court to give her a little more. There we go. Haul. Okay, pretty. See? I faked you out. She's a diva. So some people will say, well, how do you know the dogs like to do it? When I first got into this, a wise veterinarian that I used to go to, wonderful, wonderful gentleman who's since passed away, unfortunately, he said to me, well, if the dogs don't want to do it, they won't do it. Believe me, they'll just stand there and look at you, lay down, drag, whatever. You know, put extra weight on you, whatever. And lo and behold, that's what they did. G over, haul, come around, haul, come around, haul, come around, haul, come around. Beautiful. Haul, come around, haul, come around. And that's so true. And you can see Princess. She wants to not do it. Okay, we're going to give him a little more water. Ho! Let's give him a little time to talk to you folks. Answer any questions you may have. I can't tell if the video is freezing up or not. Great. We're give him a little more water, Jim. Going to give him a little more water, bud. So, really, this is for GiGi's purpose. We'll be home in a bit, but I'm going to give him a little more water because she hasn't drank as much. There you go, good girl. Now, I know they all will drink, but, oh, she drank some. What's that? Oh, yeah, that'd be great, if you don't mind. So, GiGi's funny because she's not used to this. So, some dogs, at least some of these dogs, some of my dogs, they'll like it if you hold the water bowl up, or they won't drink. Or they'll like it if it's on the ground, or they won't drink. Okay, Chase, man. Okay. Everybody's having fun.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Getting good camera shots, less bouncy. Hey, Jim, just hold if you can, buddy. Okay, buddy. Okay, easy, man. Try to aim the camera a little better, folks. Chase. Good boy, stay. Boy. See, they weren't too thirsty. Okay, Brady. Whew. Feels good. No, great time of day. They didn't want much water. I'm going to give it a little more, try to get GiGi to drink a little more.
Big boy got his tongue hanging down.
He always does. On the side? Yep, it's a little bump there. I think it's actually dirt.
Not dirt, right?
Nope. Shouldn't be. No. Good boy. Okay, Jag, man. Let's see if Jag, he's the pickiest drinker. He's pickier than GiGi. Very good. Thank you, Jacqueline. Yes, they are. Here you go, Jim. And I think I'm going to take a right out of here. Head back for the hills, Jimmy. Great job. Thank you. So, look, when you were cutting off, all you got to do is, yeah, just keep it held. I do that, too. I was doing that with Chris, and I couldn't understand why I couldn't understand me. We're so used to phones that you would click it and it would work, you know? Oh. I like dropping that water bottle. I wish these would stay. What's up?
You're pretty versatile. It's taking the punishment.
It is. Hi, good girl. You're the best, princess. You're the best. Excellent. Thank you, Jim. Okay, good boys. Okay, Jimmy, we're going to head for the hills. We'll see which way they want to go when I get there. Come on, guys. Hike. Thank you. Hike. So, if I go to the left, Princess is going to protest. I got to get home soon, though, because we're doing a big trip tonight, folks. And someone commented how well-trained they are. They really are. Thank you so much for seeing that. And that's what makes this all possible. And that's what helps this, is that that's what helps train them, are these activities I do. I'm going to try to go to the left. Haul. Haul. If not, I'm going to have to do a loop and get the Pretty to go a little. Come on, Pretty. Come on, Pretty. We're going home. Come on. Come on. Come on. Pretty. Come on, Pretty. Come on, Pretty. Good girl. Good girl. See how you have to manage the diva. She's great, though. She's great. When she knows, I gotta go that way. I didn't really want to do it, but I'm gonna do it. And she's right in the game. So that, folks, is knowing their personality and just learning about them. And Barbara was alluding to that yesterday. I don't know if you caught her show, Animal Communication. You can certainly go at any time on my Facebook feed and catch the reruns, basically, of the shows. Okay. Jag's getting a little excited. It might be a dog down here. Jag. He's being very good. Good boys. Easy, Jag. G. 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 Haul, come around. 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 Boy, sometimes I forget. The G sounds too much like GG. Remember, I'm trying to make that longer. I'm trying to go G, G. I'm trying to say it quietly so they don't start going that way. But because her name is GiGi, and that's when you get names that are like the command you use, you have to watch your words. So you can see this is a pretty good hill, and I really like getting this in because it helps Princess's mobility because she's older, and if she stays too sedentary, her arthritis kicks in, and this gives her a nice incline to work on. It's the biggest hill in the neighborhood. It's not a mountain, it's just a hill. And this also helps GiGi because she's learning about going up and down hills, how it feels running next to a bike or a wheeled vehicle like this, as well as all the different feelings of the dogs being in front of her and behind her. Thought we had a deer. So I was explaining how Barbara, I don't know if you called her yesterday, but Barbara does animal communication, and she's keys in on like mental telepathy with the animals and spirituality. And I'm a big proponent of that in the sense that I've got a lot of experience with the martial arts, so I have I've done some studies in spirituality, meditation, along with my martial arts studies. So I believe a lot in inner energy, chi, and I believe animals can access it better than humans can because they don't need to think. It's strictly instinctual with them. Come on, guys. So inner energy, I mean, I could talk about that all day, but you can always check. I do have a martial arts website and even an app out there that I've done. I was big into it before dogs. Chase is looking. This is the way dogs are, some dogs, and I'm sure you're familiar with this. He's looking at one of those little statues of a man on a horse, and it's no bigger than 6 inches, and he thinks it might be something. So that's funny. You ever seen that pranking the dogs? Now I'm going to say it loud. G, 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 G. Good boys and good girls. And I just said that long. I carried the G out because I wanted to let GiGi know it's not her name, it's the command. The other dogs know because their name's not GiGi. So Chase, he's out in front, and he is a hunter. And they're all prey-driven. A lot of dogs are prey-driven. Here we go. He sees a squirrel. So Zorro, they're keying off of him. Might be a dog up here. So we're en route home. And just want to... Zorro! He's really wants to pull. He wants to let go. And I just want to proceed cautiously because got GiGi on board. The other dogs could run a quick pace, a sprint like he wants to do. But with GiGi on board, I want to proceed cautiously. Even though if she's going to do a pace, I'm not going to slow her down. Can't hear you, Jim. Okay. GiGi, ho, 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 ho. Cool. So, okay, guys, ready? Hike. Hike. Good boys and good girls. So as you can see, it's not too trafficy today. We've been here some days. It's been real trafficy, and there's a few corners here you just got to be careful about. And again, that's why I've got my support vehicle, Jim, with me, and why I wear. By the way, you probably have seen this vest I'm wearing. It's my orange vest, and it's much more than a vest. It's actually been customized by me to help me handle all the dog activities I do. It contains, if you can see the rubber leashes off of them, it looks like a mountain climber's vest. It's actually harnessed to me because if I would ever have to, for any reason, I could put all 5 dogs on here at one time, they couldn't break off of it or break my back, if you will, because, well, first of all, I would command them, but if I was incapacitated in any way, I'm harnessed in. So it's not just a vest held together by a buckle. There's leg harnesses that wrap around me and create a harness around my mid-torso. From there, I've got these heavy-duty, as I said, little tethers that are rubberized, give the dogs a little bit of freedom, but let them know when they're maxing it out so they don't jerk me and I don't jerk them. And I can pull any of those tethers off. In fact, I did, because the other day, if you caught us when we were out here, we had, actually I don't know if I did that broadcast, but we had GiGi, we had Zorro riding in the truck. We were just doing 3 dogs with her. And Zorro was so upset. And haul, good boys, haul. He was so upset that he wasn't included in, and he was carrying on. And actually, it turned out to be a wonderful distraction. He's perfectly safe in the van, by the way. But it was a wonderful distraction because it created a lot of barking, and GiGi knew who was barking. She could hear him from the scooter, from her position on the scooter. And she wanted to know more about it and why he was barking, but I wanted her to focus on her running, so it was a nice way to distract her and to teach her to work through actually an unfamiliar distraction, one that's kind of stressful. And that's the way I like to train when the dog has problems with certain situations, or I know problematic situations from working with dogs, what's going to be. I set them up in those situations once they're getting confident enough to overcome them, and I feel we're to a point where we can work through them. I'll set them up so they will succeed through them and see that, oh, that wasn't so bad, everything was good. But what I did was I planned on keeping him in the van the whole time. I just took him in the van with Jim just to kind of let him see what we were doing, enjoy himself, and be with us even though he wasn't out here. I switch off dogs doing that, by the way. They see a squirrel over there. Sorry, I got to take my attention off. So I said, you know what, let's just put all 4 dogs on with GiGi, and that's what we did. And after we went halfway, and he was so happy. And the distraction worked out wonderfully. And again, all the mowers we hear, there's people cutting trees down, the cars that pass us, the cars that ride behind us. They're all distractions that the dogs are going to do much better learning how to work through them. There's grates in the road we really have to be careful of. G. So that was a nice turn. Yeah, the biggest problem are the grates in roadways, and they're not. Oh, ho. Good girl. GiGi was going to the bathroom. Nope. Okay, come on. Hike. Sometimes they feel like they have to go, or you miss it and they go real quick. And sometimes, as in Princess's case, because the females obviously get in a different position to go to the bathroom than the boys usually. I've got Chase will sometimes he'll squat down a little bit when he pees, but Princess will be marking her area anytime she smells another dog. She's very dominant, so try to discourage it some if we've got a good rhythm going, but you can just do it by giving her a command, come on, or on by, either one. Otherwise, if it's come on, Chase, good boy. If it's a real bathroom stop, come on, good boy. If it's a real bathroom stop, of course, as I said, I try to do that, and because you feel a little tug on the bike, because this RuFF-Board dog scooter that I've customized is light enough that any movement on it I'm going to feel and know that the dog's got something going on, whether they're tired or trying to signal me they want water or have to do a bathroom break. So we're really doing awesome, and this is so cool. I've done this through the neighborhood probably 10 million times, because when I trained originally Zorro, Chase, and Jag, I trained them through the neighborhood. Now, Princess, I was working with, because Princess I got as an adult dog, so There were other issues. I had 2 males that were pretty dominant with, and she's very dominant. I didn't know she was as dominant until I got her. So I actually took her with my friend, one of my mentor and dog trainer. I'm going back about 8 years ago now, 8 years plus, and we worked with her on the trail because we felt it would be better, and we also learned that she's a little more motivated through going on the softer surfaces because they're more porous and hold more scents. So the other animals will motivate her and want to keep her going and get her attention off of what she was doing, because she was intimidated by the bike and by the dog cart. So now we started, see, we were getting a fast pace, and I didn't want to go too fast there because everybody wasn't fully engaged. And going down a hill, that is a time where I don't like to let them go as fast as they want, because I don't want them, if they don't feel like going that fast, they're going to associate with going down hills as going fast, and they'll be a little apprehensive towards it sometime as they get older or whatever the case may be. So this is all dog psychology. Kind of what Barbara was talking about in a different way, though. She wasn't so much talking about the training aspect. She's talking about reading your dog and connecting through the energy. Okay, we're going to hit it. G, 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 G. As I'm carrying it out. Now we're on our final stretch, folks. And you're going to get a real treat. I'm going to try to keep the feed going when we get home and show you them in the pond. Now, GiGi is not off-leash trained yet. I'll probably train her for off-leash, but she's not going to be able to go off-leash much because of the possibility of predatory birds, and other animals. Now, when she's with the wolf pack, even then, I've actually had birds of prey come and, oh, we got a dog on our left, come and try to get a flag we were working with on the Amazing Chase course, and they do that to rehabilitate birds, so it's not that uncommon, but it was just a wild bird, and it kept going for it, and that just said to me, I mean, it went between Zara and Princess, so it wasn't intimidated by the big dogs, and that just said to me, that, hey, birds of prey don't care about these big dogs because they know they can fly. Come on, guys. Good girl, Princess. Potty's always good. So they know they can always get away. They're just not intimidated by him. So that would mean if they set their sights on GiGi, they could get her. And a big bird could. It's not unheard of. It's happened before to not to any of my dogs, luckily, but it's happened to other small dogs. So therefore, in a field, free ranging is not going to be as much of an option, but attached to this bike works really good, because a bird of prey is not going to come here with me attached to him and her smothered by the dogs that they are. And also out in the field, we do run into animals on the farm that are wild, of course, groundhogs, possibly even raccoons, possums. Haul, good boys, good boys. Good girls. Easy. 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 Going down the hill, and they're excited because they're home. Easy. Good boys and good girls. Ho! So I hope the feed's still going, folks. I'm going to keep you with me. Let me see. Yes, we are still going. Great. So we got home, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook everything as soon as Jim gets here. Just giving him a good boy and a good girl. Boy. Okay, Jim, if you don't mind. You can leave that walkie-talkie in here. Just come here and hold the bike if you don't mind. I'm going to let him off. I'm still filming for everybody. So I just wanted you to secure the bike. And again, that's just overkill because the bike probably isn't going anywhere, but we like making sure. Hey folks, gonna let can you film us as much as possible, Jim?
Sure.
You can see what's on there. Don't touch the screen. And actually, I'm gonna do her first, so I can have her leashed up while I let the big dogs off, and I'll be able to get that thing in one sec. Hang on, G. Well, good boy. Come on, G. Gigi. She sees the boys going, she'll want to be in them. And you can hand that right to me, Jimmy. Thank you, buddy. Princess, Princess, come on. Come on. Come on, good girl. Good girl. Hey, folks, so this is how we get in the van. Get around the van, I should say. And all the dogs are going to get into the pond. I'm going to try to get you up there. There goes Chase. You might have seen the video the other day, all the fish. There goes Pretty Princess. This is the coolest. Got 3. Let's see if we can get 4 in there, folks. I hope you're catching this. Truly awesome. And this really helps cool them down. Again, they emit heat through their pads of their feet, especially, as well as their underside of their body is where you want to cool. But just getting those pads in the water, getting those paws in the water. Princess will sometimes lay down in there, which really helps her. It would help all of them, but they all don't lay down. There we go. Okay, that's GiGi. Can you hold her for a second? Actually, I'm going to keep you up there. Get back in here again. Yep, that's here. The next crew's here to go with us on the trip, so I'm going to sign off, folks. Once again, I am the WooFDriver. Got a big show coming up for you tonight. I hope you can join us. Doing some paranormal ghost hunting with a paranormal expert to an area we think has a lot going on. Stay tuned. 7 o'clock, Carol Grace Anderson's on with Paul, Prince of Wisdom. Wonderful show for you. Look forward to seeing you again soon here on the WooFDriver channel. Stay tuned and have a great evening. Thank you, folks.